welcome back to CI Living live from the City Center on this Wednesday. And maybe you've started noticing those feathery friends chirping bright and early each morning outside of your window. Well, they're back. And also back with us now is U of I Wildlife Medical Clinic Director Sarah Reach, Dr. Sarah Reach, I should say. So lots of feathered friends have migrated back home to Central Illinois.
Yeah, definitely. So we talked about migration, I think, on our last episode before. And so we definitely are seeing more and more of these species coming back. We just got a hummingbird in today, which is really fun. And so we kind of wanted to highlight some specific species that be coming to our feeders, but maybe some special feeders that we'd be putting out.
Okay, so what do we have here? Because birds like citrus.
Yeah, so when we think about bird feeders, we think about seeds, we think about suet, blocks, things like that. And I know I did a segment last year on fun bird feeders and things like that. And so we do have some species, however, that would come to feeders if we fed them the correct things. And so I have a couple examples here, and I have some really good pictures from the Illinois Raptor Center, who put out some of these feeders, I think, in the last few weeks, and they've had specific birds come to it. But we have some citrus, and we have some other fun things here. So these are all kind of DIY, and so this is a citrus feeder right here. These are really fun for birds like orioles, so the Baltimore oriole, or tanagers, so summer tanagers, scarlet tanagers, things like that. And these are very brightly colored, beautiful birds, but they're really into fruit, alrighty? And so they may not come to a feeder like the typical ones that we have in our backyards.
Okay.
And so these are really super easy to make. I just have some skewers here, I have some rope, and I have a half of an orange. And I made a couple different varieties. So we have this one here. And then the nice thing is we can kind of, I don't want to say kill two birds with one stone, but kind of apply these to different species. And so I have some other citrus right here that we've covered in some peanut butter and some seeds. So not only can we get those fruit eaters coming by, but also the seed eaters.
And that's not hollowed out. That's just like kind of sprinkled on the top.
So this one is sprinkled on the top, which is really fun. However, and that's a great question, if you want to eat the oranges that you have in your house and you have some leftovers and you want a fun way to kind of compost, you can actually hollow out an orange and then fill it with some seeds.
Very clever.
Really cool.
Now you have a sweet potato also sitting back here.
Yeah.
They like sweet potatoes?
Yeah, so these are really nice for things like woodpeckers, things like that, because I have in here hollowed out areas for a tiny bit of peanut butter and then some seeds. You can put mealworms, things like that in it. And these birds will come and kind of peck away at them. And the sweet potato is kind of like a tree, if you will, but they'll peck that away and kind of keep going deep. And then the nice thing is that as they peck away at little pieces, it'll fall to the ground and you can feed squirrels, other birds, things like that. Okay. And that's actually a big reason why I like all of these things is they're all biodegradable and compostable, and so you don't have to worry about cleaning your feeders, which is one of the biggest issues I have with people putting feeders out in their yards, is they're a great breeding ground for bacteria, infectious disease, things like that if you're not cleaning appropriately.
I didn't even think about needing to clean the bird feeder.
Yeah, and no one usually does, and that's how we end up with certain diseases like mycoplasma and finches is a really, really bad one. It's really hard to kind of control in our species unless you clean your feeders on a regular basis.
Okay, I do have a question for you about birds.
Yeah.
I've recently found a bird who's built a nest in my house on a birdhouse that I have.
Yep.
Well, we had to move the nest, and now the eggs are still in there.
Sure.
Is that something you would bring to the wildlife clinic, or is that just something you say, well, they'll get it next time?
That's actually a really great question. So a lot of people, and we're in orphan season right now, so basically people finding babies everywhere, whether it's birds or bunnies or raccoons, things like that. And so there's this kind of myth that if you touch a nest, if you touch babies, if you touch anything in relation to those guys, mom and dad won't come back. That's actually not true. That's actually kind of an old wives' tale to keep children from picking up babies.
Really?
Yeah, and it works really well.
Worked on me.
Because everyone believes it. it. And so the nice thing is a lot of these guys, especially birds, don't actually smell that well. So they can't tell you were there at all. And so as long as the nest is kind of within sight of where it was before, and mom and dad are usually around when you're doing things with them, they'll just move with the nest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel so much better now. I felt awful that things moved.
Fall out of trees. So even if the whole nest falls out of a tree, even if a baby falls from the nest, that's why we work really, really hard with finders to say, no, go and put it back in the nest or put it as high up in that tree as possible, and mom and dad will come down for it.
Great tips from Dr. Reach with U of I Wildlife Medical Clinic. We'll connect you with everything happening over there at our Facebook page. We appreciate you coming in, sharing these tips, and hopefully we have some music for you coming up next.